everybody. You're listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello to the beautiful people.
What is going on, beautiful people?
Oh my God, I'm rubber ducky squeaky today, huh?
You're squeaky?
I'm a little rubber ducky squeaky boy today.
That's nice. Like clean or like you're just moving around making noise?
My voice feels a little squeaky.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Did you ever play with toys in the tub?
Yeah, for sure.
Why do babies not like the tub?
I don't know.
Right? Isn't that a confusing thing? Well, because everyone grows up and loves the tub.
Yes.
People die for a tub. People go, if only I could live in a house with a tub.
Yes.
Why do babies not? They don't even know what they have. They don't even know what's good for them.
You would think they would like it because it's the most similar thing to their existence prior to that point.
You're right.
Which is their mother's womb.
Maybe they feel
they're
like
afraid.
they outgrow it. Like, that's my past.
They don't want to go back to that.
The womb is my past,
Yes,
right? I don't
yes.
need to go in the tub. Come on, I'm more mature than that. I crawl around.
Yeah, don't identify me as just a tub person. I can do more than sit in a body of water for 9 months.
Please, yeah. I'm so over that. Like, it's like I didn't visit my high school immediately after I graduated. I'm like, I'm on. I'm moving forward. And these babies are like, I'm moving beyond the tub right now. Because you have to play with toys.
Yeah.
In the tub. Robbie, I have a question for you.
What's your question?
If you're alone,
okay,
in your home, you pee, do you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes.
I only wash my hands when I pee for other people.
Really?
I don't wash my hands after I pee for myself.
If you get 100% clean pee off. Well, also this is what I won't. If I sit down, because I'll sit down sometimes.
Yeah, this is why. Yeah.
If I sit down and I don't ever even touch my dick,
what are you doing?
Then maybe I won't pee. Like in the morning when it's like 7 a.m. Sometimes I just like sit down, pee,
what morning
go
are you
back
waking up at 7? Oh, you're waking
to pee and then just go right back. Then maybe I don't get a hand wash. But I would say if I'm just sitting, I wash my hands. Yeah.
Most men, I say, don't wash their hands after they pee if they're home alone. Most men only wash their hands after they pee out of respect for other people. I'm washing my hands for you after I pee.
Okay.
Not for me.
You don't care if you get a little stray piss in your mouth.
I love my piss.
Okay.
I do little peeps on my hands. Who cares?
Okay.
What are we talking about? Everyone's like, you could pee in a wound or something, right? It's like, it's supposed to be sad. It's not that dirty.
It's got to be not good. It's what our body's like we got to get rid of.
First off, I've been peeing for years, bro.
Okay, for sure. Everyone.
I don't need to I'm not hitting my hands. I'm pretty good at peeing.
Okay.
I hate to brag.
So it's more about touching the dick.
Yeah,
which is like a sweaty, it accumulates more sweat, I guess, than the rest of our body. Like our armpits and our dick, because they're just folded into other things. What is that not? This is the logic.
So you think people are washing their hands because they have sweaty penises?
Or like, yeah, like your armpits because they're always touching it's not aired out. So like if I was sitting with my leg, I don't know. Yeah, if in the summer when my thighs are touching and it's like they're sweaty and I touch them, then I would want to wash my hands.
Interesting.
So you're touching your sweaty dick, and then that's why you pee, I guess.
Wow. In case everyone was wondering if Robbie had a sweaty penis, he does. Dripping.
Not all the time.
Do
No.
you touch it and you go, did I pee already, or is that just my sweat?
All right, maybe not. I don't
Is that
know.
just my sweat, or
No, it's not that bad.
I've never felt a morsel of wetness on my penis from sweat.
Really? Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. This is maybe I'm the outlier.
Yeah, maybe so.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We don't know these things. These are the mysteries.
I just wash my hands. I was told to wash my hands.
Sure, but at a certain point, you have to question society.
Yes, sure. And
you
that's
have
where
to
you're starting to question. Society seems a little off to Sebastian, and he's starting to peel back the lenses of what's going on for real.
Well, let's start with the things that are in my everyday life.
Everyday life, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, I wash my hands after I pee, but I wash it for someone else.
Okay. That's very considerate.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was a hip hip hooray, go Sebastian.
Yeah.
Thank you for washing your hands for me.
I guess it is interesting. Why is it that if you touch your penis, you got to wash your hands, but if you accidentally touch your bicep, you don't have to wash your hands?
Yeah, I know.
You touch your neck. That's why I'm like, maybe it's more sweaty than the rest of the body.
Yeah. I just think
you
it's
touch your calf.
I think it's just because
you're
it's
not
cold privates.
Yeah. Well, pee does come out of it, which is a poison, I suppose.
I don't think I really judge people who go to the bathroom and pee and just leave instantly. I don't place judgment on those people.
You don't.
Not
in COVID. You're like
without sin, and we're not talking COVID. I'm just talking in general,
yeah.
right? Like if ye without sin cast the first stone, Jesus said, right? I've walked out of a bathroom without washing my hands before.
What about
never a public though? Never a public.
Did you just do this weekend and you've been wanting to justify it?
Not washing my hands?
Yeah.
No, it's something I think about. Like,
okay.
Why am I washing my, like, I go, oh, I wash my hands if someone's here.
Yeah.
If I wake up to pee, I just pee and I go back to bed.
Okay. So shitting and pissing are two totally different. You think that they're too close? They're too lumped together right now. That's basically what it is. Because shitting, you got to wash your hands.
Impossible.
It's absolutely disgusting. If you were to wipe your ass and not. So you're saying that piss is basically getting lumped into the same category with shit, and they're totally different.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be in the same conversation.
That they're not.
They shouldn't.
One is requiring a full hand wash, and one is zero judgment whether or not. Because I would imagine you would judge somebody shits, does not wash their hands.
Of course I would.
Yeah.
That's a wild thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not about that at all.
Okay. Piss and shit are much different than you guys think. Don't get it twisted. Just because they happen in the same room, they're vastly different.
I guess I was in a rest stop this weekend, and a lot of the people were just beelining right out of there after they peed.
Interesting.
And so it made me kind of think about that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
My mom does this thing that's annoying. So I was driving some places this weekend, and I was driving, and people are funny because they want you to answer quickly to texts.
Okay.
But they don't. But even if you're driving, sometimes.
My
mom sent me a text about like information about like me going away. And then I didn't respond for an hour. I'm driving. I didn't respond for an hour. And then she responded with acknowledge the above text. Acknowledge the above text.
Okay.
I didn't respond to a text for an hour and I got an acknowledge the above text.
And you're driving. Middle of a long drive.
People need to know that a text it's important, not urgent always, you know?
Absolutely.
And a text message could be important. I'm not denying the fact it's important, but it's not urgent. Urgency comes through a phone call.
100%.
Urgency does not come through a text message.
No.
If you have something urgent to say, do not text me.
No.
And in that same vein, do not be dropping that question mark on your own text because I haven't responded back to it.
Okay. Sometimes though, I use the question mark.
I know.
Because sometimes you say a lot of things and it's like, all right, it's more of an organization, I think, of a lot of things.
It's more that, for me, it's like if I don't respond to something, someone will drop a question mark on their own text.
I see.
If something's that important, call me about it.
Okay. You would prefer that?
1,000% of the time.
Interesting.
1,000% of the time. I start most of my mornings talking on the phone for about an hour.
That's a nice. I think that's not a bad thing.
I think that is my version of meditation.
That is nice. I love talking on the phone.
Even anytime I wake up in the morning, I talk on the phone. Like, you want to talk to me? Call me. I'm a person that's open to phone calls.
Yeah.
That's how I know I'm old.
I guess so.
I'm open to phone calls. But if I don't respond to your text quickly, we can't be dropping that question mark on it.
What if do you think this has ever happened? Somebody sends you 5 or 6 text messages. There's a lot going on. You just forget to answer one of the questions. They can't drop a question mark on it. You'd rather just a phone call.
It's not a text conversation I want to be a part of, if I'm being honest.
Sure, but that's a conversation that might be necessary for you and I.
It's not a text. That's a phone call then.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. So phone calls.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing organizing on text messaging.
Nah.
Phone calls. And then maybe you have a text message after to recap all of the things that we have to do. Where we throw it in a workflow.
Yeah, I think that if there's something important, let's do one at a time. I'm a very like, what's in front of me? Let's take care of what's in front of me at the moment.
So what is a valuable addition to the to these reacting text messages? You're cool with the heart and the haha, I would imagine.
Love them.
Everything else you say you could get rid of?
Yeah. Yeah.
You never need a question. You never need an exclamation.
I also think, no, I don't need it. I do exclamation.
You do?
Go off. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, go off. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like someone tells you a fact that's like not upsetting. It's just like, like it's just something that you don't love, but you want to acknowledge it's big information. For me, I'm a big component. I'm a big player in the game of liking your own messages you send.
I do that.
I love what I send.
Same.
I send the message, and if I really like it, I'll hit that with the fucking heart.
Before they could even see it.
Before they even see it.
So they're knowing I'm loving what I'm putting down.
I'm loving what I just dropped into this blue chat is beautiful.
Yes.
And we should all get on board with this because I'm about what I just said.
I agree. I do that frequently.
Oh, God. I love that so much. To like your own Instagram DMs or your own text is one of the most rewarding things that you could do to yourself.
Yes.
That is my version of affirmations.
You can't do it too much, though, because people start to think you're insane, which I've learned.
That is my version of affirmations, man.
So you could do it every day.
I do it every day.
That's just a part of Sebastian Conelli.
Some people look in the mirror and say, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are a millionaire. Me, I send a message, I go, fuck yes, and I give it a double tap.
Nice.
That's it. That's it. You know, it's you ever go to affirmations? You ever go to a girl's house and you see, like, sticky notes on the mirror?
I have.
What do you think about the sticky notes on the mirror?
I think it's cute.
You think it's cute?
It's nice. It's vulnerable.
It's
vulnerable. It's extremely vulnerable, so who am I to judge? I have my whiteboard in my room. That's the most vulnerable part of my room. Is just seeing, even if it just says dentist 2:30 whatever day.
Yes, but your whiteboard is more organizational than
but I still feel vulnerable.
What you want.
Yeah. But even if there's a little thing of what I want, there'll be one sentence that is like maybe for me, and I'm like, I feel so vulnerable. So to have 15, 30 sentences describing myself, that's very vulnerable.
I know.
So I've tried to be when anyone's like in a vulnerable position, it's like, all right, I can't be judging.
You don't judge.
I try not to.
You don't judge.
Do you want to read?
I read them all.
You want to read them all?
That's the equivalent of looking through a medicine cabinet is reading.
It is a little bit.
It's the reading the affirmations that are sticky note on the mirror.
Yeah.
That's the new looking through a medicine cabinet.
Yeah. Well, except you don't have to open.
Yeah.
You don't have to do a physical thing.
It's actually you learn more and you're doing less.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I read them. If you're gonna have affirmations on your mirror, I'm gonna read them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I also will learn about you. I will never acknowledge it to you.
You wouldn't.
No. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna walk in the room. I'm gonna be like, your hair is gonna grow back. That haircut. You're right. Your hair is gonna grow fast after that haircut. What am I gonna say? Like, you are right. You are gonna get a promotion
go with that
in the job.
Yeah.
The bad haircut you got is gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't lead with that. They'd be like, you are beautiful. You are strong. Oh, yeah, you are strong. That's nice. It's good to remind yourself that.
You're going to see it. If you see an affirmation, if you go into someone's bathroom, you see an affirmation, and you cuddle back in bed, and you go, you're a strong, beautiful, long-haired woman.
Yeah, you can't get too personal with what you pick up from it.
And I do think there is something about, I do think it works to hear positive things.
I think so too.
I don't think in society we hear enough positive things about ourselves.
No, definitely not.
Especially with the internet.
No
one is ever commenting, you are beautiful and strong, Sebastian, right?
Yes, some people may. More so for you, I would say.
Than who?
Than the average person, because you're out and about on the internet.
Wait, bro, have you looked at other people's comments, what they get on their comments?
Oh, this is a good point.
Some
people do.
They get such hype.
Yeah.
Some people will post one thing and they'll have people that respond and just like, you're amazing. I love you. Go off. Yes, of course. I love this. Keep doing you.
And I remember,
I've never got to keep doing you. Every day I post and I go, should I?
That's not true.
I've never gotten to keep doing you.
Really? On the videos, I feel like we keep doing yous all the time. Maybe not keep doing you. Keep doing the show. I love the show.
I've never got to keep doing you.
All right. I'm sorry.
I'm not worried about the show. I'm worried about my life.
No, but they'll go to you. Keep doing the pod. Or keep
keep doing me?
Oh, you just
not?
want a post of like you doing Sebastian things. Keep doing you.
Keep doing you.
Yeah. You strutting down the street in Brooklyn. You want to
keep doing you, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Okay, that's nice.
That's all I want. I want those keep doing yous.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do get those affirmations.
There used to be like when I was in Greek life, obviously, but the sororities would always, when everyone a sister of the sorority, I think it was like almost mandatory that you would have to give like positive affirmations almost on the posts.
That is incredible.
And they would all get, because it's like once you join a sorority, that was probably a selling point. You get more likes, you get more comment, like you get this support system on. It could be totally fake, but it is on Instagram.
That truly is remarkable.
Has to feel nice a little bit, even if it's manufactured and paid for.
Fake positivity, people say it's toxic, but it is better. It's not. I don't mind it.
No.
Fake. Give me the fake positivity.
Yes.
I sometimes enjoy that. I need that, and I know when it's fake or not. I know when someone's just doing it because they feel like it's their job to be fake positive to me.
Yes.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. It feels so nice to feel a little bit of love in a second.
For sure.
Fake love is still good love.
I would say, like, men have been incredible at this forever. Men have been...
To each other?
No, just to themselves, I would say, of just having ridiculous amounts of confidence for low amounts of skill or things. Like, you look at people, like, people I went to college with that did not get good grades, that partied, that have low social skills, that are guys that just went into the working world with like, oh yeah, I was this XY, I was the president of the economics club, I had a 2.7 GPA. They don't mention the GPA, but they'll go into the working world of like, I could do this, I could do that. They agree that they could do anything and everything, and they get good jobs and they just fail up.
That's awesome. I
think men have always been like, I mean, they talk about the mediocre white guy that is able to just ascend to these crazy levels. I think there's some stat, 68% of CEOs are above 6 foot, and 25% of the population is above 6 foot.
Insane. Is he smart? No, he's tall. Book him. We want him for our job. Let him run Pfizer, right?
Yes. Yeah. Which I think if you just tell yourself every day that you are these things, you will eventually believe it. And this is something that men have figured out a long time ago. And now that women are doing it, they're trying to make it like mystical or witchy or whatever. It's like guys have been telling ourselves we're amazing for as long as guys have been around.
Dudes can't make fun of manifestation.
No.
We buy remote control cars as children because that's what we want as an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
No, I mean, yes.
Like, it's truly, men are totally like, oh, I should deserve this. I get this. What are we talking about? This is ridiculous.
You're a warrior. I mean, when you're back to the days where you'd have to go to war, you're a warrior. You have to psych yourself up.
I will say this. For people that fought, they need that.
Well, no, for sure.
They need
that.
No,
absolutely you need that.
They need that. You know what's funny to think about? So Braveheart, that speech that he gives is so beautiful. I'm sure most great fighters didn't have great auditory skills like that.
No.
They weren't great speakers.
No.
They're not like, tomorrow we got a big battle. Bust out the quill. We got to write this thing. You know, they probably were just like, we might die, but we fight. That's it.
Absolutely.
They just like stumble through. It's like, can he fight? Amazingly. He can't talk. Back of the line, right? It's funny to think they're not all these amazing hype men.
Yes. Or writers or
writers. They probably sounded stupid as
performers, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. We can't hear you in the back.
Nah.
What is he saying?
Although maybe if everyone just had to fight, then you're going to get some creative people that were in this army. Yeah. And it's like, all right, I got to find a new lane. I'm not going to win on this battlefield, but I could write a mean poem.
Wow, imagine your poem bombs before you have to go fight like in ruins. You're fighting the Crudes.
Probably makes the death a little easier.
Yeah.
Inevitable, demise.
Oh God, my poem went horrible with the men. Jesus, kill me now. I'm already dead. Well, why I brought all this stuff up, why I want to talk about this, was because I was driving the car this weekend and my sister asked me a very interesting question.
Okay.
She literally said to me, she said, Sebastian, what makes you happy?
What makes you happy?
We were on a long car ride, and she asked me that question.
Interesting.
And I don't think that she asked out of concern. I don't think she asked out of, like, just wanted a surface level answer. I think she was really digging into, like, what brings you joy?
Interesting that you put it that way. So I guess first, what is happy?
Exactly. And so my answer was when I'm taking care of me, when I'm showing up for myself, that brings me happiness.
Okay.
And I think that I was thinking that a lot about, like, what makes you happy? There's, like, different levels of happiness.
Yeah, I want to look up the definition of happy, actually.
You want to look up I believe,
feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. Having a sense of confidence in or satisfaction with.
Now I'm more confused about what happiness
Me
is.
too.
Yo,
because I don't know. Happy to me is like a clown word almost. Is that wild?
A clown?
Like clowns are like happiness. Like happy is like such a cartoonish emotion. Maybe that's because I got older. I don't know.
We need to enjoy. We need to be happy.
Like pure happiness.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
To see someone be purely happy is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And we too often make fun of them.
So is like laughing just happy?
No.
If you're being
no,
that's
laughter
what I'm thinking.
is
you know
not
what I mean?
happiness.
Smiling
isn't happiness.
Not necessarily.
Happiness, I guess, is peace and enjoying what's in front of us.
Is it like full euphoria happiness?
No.
It's not that either.
Well, this is what I want to say. I think that there are different levels of happiness.
Okay, sorry.
Right? No, please. Never apologize.
Okay.
Never apologize.
Thank you.
Right? Never. Please listen to me. When you're on the podcast with Seb, you never gotta fucking apologize.
Thank you.
You hear me, brother? Brother, you hear me? Oh, I'm doing the two fingers if you don't see. Yo, I popped the two fingers this weekend, bro.
You did?
Oh, bro, I did it.
What happened?
We'll talk about happiness in a second. I dropped my brother-in-law and my sister at an apartment, and I was like, I'm going to run up for a second, say hi to everyone, and then I'm going to leave, right? So just say hi to everyone there. I was in and out for a minute, right?
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I was literally like, because I had to go. I had a tight schedule I was on. So I pull into a spot, right? And every spot has a number on it in front of this apartment building, right? And I just pull in. I go, I'll run up. I'll be right out, you know? I go outside. And a car is waiting for the spots. Clearly, I'm in their spots. I must have been upstairs for a minute, so they were probably waiting there 30 seconds. I go. I see he looks at me. Don't acknowledge him. I go. My hand's on the doorknob, the handle of the door. Open the door. I go to open the door, and all of a sudden, I hear a faint noise. You know, I pay a lot for that spot. Saw me and chose to say it as I was about to get in the car, like a freaking coward, right?
Yeah.
Take my hand off the handle. I go like this. I give him one of these. I go, excuse me? I give him one excuse me? I had some business to handle upstairs, okay?
You said that?
I start walking towards his car. I go, excuse me? With the double fingers. I got some business to handle. First off, I'm in New York. I'm in Boston. Don't fuck with me, okay?
Yeah.
I know that's your place. But I run your fucking town, okay?
You're in Boston.
I'm in Boston,
okay.
And I'm popping excuse me's.
Yeah.
Right? So I go, excuse me? I had some business to handle upstairs. And he goes, understood, people usually have business.
Oh, he completely backed down.
Bro, I've never seen it. He turns instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly. Instant. Yes, I understand. My brother-in-law's peeking out the window, being like, "Oh, it looks like Sebastian's talking to the guy." he says to me, he goes, "Oh, it looks like they're having a nice convo." Sebastian's such a nice dude.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm doing the two fingers excuse me's, right? I'm shooting the excuse me's at him, and he goes, "Yes, you're right." And he goes, "People have stuff to do, something business to handle." I go, "You better believe it." And I walk towards his car. He goes, "Okay, thank you." He thanked me for taking his spot.
That's hilarious. I think it's
funny.
funny.
I need to be toxic like that once a year. I need once a year in a parking lot. I'm a fucking.
I don't think that you were toxic.
I think that he was being a little passive little bitch.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Yeah, I agree. I think like with the internet, with this whole keyboard, whatever, warrior thing, where people can kind of just throw insults from afar, they've gotten very comfortable of throwing confrontational statements around from a place where they do not have to actually deal with the confrontation. And he thought, because he's so now used to, I would say, throwing out confrontational statements from a place where he doesn't have to deal with confrontation, he thought that was this scenario. He was like, I'm in a place where I could throw out a confrontational statement and it won't actually be a confrontation because he's about to get into his car. Little did he know, this is real life, and you could still get out of your car and go up. I think people are now, look, if you want a confrontation in real life, you could get one.
Yeah.
And like, people, I think, are probably more comfortable with these like pseudo confrontational things because they are able to do it so much on the internet.
And here's the thing about me. I'm not a big man till I have to be.
Oh, yeah.
I'm truly.
No, you know how to leverage if you need.
I am not tough. I'm not I'm not like a fighter.
No, not really.
And I hate being big until I don't.
Yeah.
And when I have to be big, I am big. I stand taller, put my shoulders back, and I shoot him the 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Jesus
People
Christ.
need to be okay. People, if you're going to be passive aggressive, you have to be okay with confrontation. Like, it's fucking so annoying.
I would never make a comment like that. You see me in public. No. All I want to do is be fun.
Yeah.
I would never.
I mean, cool. You pay a lot of money for the spot.
Great. Also,
what do you want? An apology? What do you want from me right now? That's what you got to go. What do you want? I was 100%
in the wrong.
For sure.
I was 1,000% in the wrong, and I instantly started shitting on him.
But it's like, what do you want from me?
He made a comment. He just wanted to make me feel bad.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make me feel bad.
No.
He just wanted to get the last word in. Because I made eye contact with him. He clearly could have said, hey, next time, can you not do that?
Yeah.
Like,
or, yeah, if he's like, hey, you took my spot. I need it for XYZ reason. I'm running late. Whatever. Or whatever the fuck you wanted to say.
I literally would have said,
then you go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Exactly.
I'm quick. I'm a man that's quick for I'm sorry.
Very much so.
I'm not a person that's going to like, I know when I'm in the wrong.
For sure.
I make mistakes and I do things on purpose that are wrong, and I'll apologize for them.
Yeah.
And I'll try not to do them again.
No. But it's very frustrating when somebody's just saying not what they want to say. It's like, what do you want? Tell me what you want, and we can go from there.
He was being cowardly.
Yes.
He was being cowardly.
Yes.
And then I instantly turned into my machismo.
Yes.
A little yeah. So I did that this weekend. And you know what? That brought me happiness.
It did. Okay, so levels of happiness. That's what we were talking about.
It did make me happy.
It did.
In some ways, it made me feel like, I like being able to handle my business.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to get in a fight. I'm 30. I'm in my 30s.
There is a rush. There is a 100% adrenaline rush to a little bit of confrontation.
Yeah.
And I used to get off to it. Not off, but I would like the adrenaline rush almost. And then you would feel like, I just had to deal with that.
I'm not like
a
that.
high that comes off the low.
I'm the opposite. I learn to speak what I need.
Yes.
I'm very much not a confrontational person to a negative degree.
Yeah. Sometimes it requires confrontation. Sometimes situations require confrontation.
And it's hard. Boundaries are hard.
Yes.
Boundaries are very hard.
People will take advantage.
I'm a person that has trouble setting those sometimes or stuff like that. So that's probably why I felt good, because I was like, oh, this guy annoyed me, and I said that he annoyed me.
Oh, that is good.
So in a way, I felt like, oh, I did something.
You were taking care of yourself.
I was taking, so I didn't hold the weight of him being an asshole. I didn't hold that weight at all.
No.
Not at all.
It's nice to call somebody out when they're being ridiculous.
Not for a second. Yes. Because if not, you carry the person up the mountain.
Yes.
As they say. I love these sayings. I love those the allegories and stuff like that, because I need them.
Yes.
Because those are things I struggle with.
Yes.
Anyone that's into self-help and stuff like that doesn't just like the words.
Yeah.
They need it.
Yeah.
And I need the thing to remind myself, don't carry shit with you all day.
For sure.
I repeat stuff in my head that other people said to me.
If you're gonna do that, then you gotta confront it. If you're somebody who can just brush it off, or all right, I don't care.
I try to. I try to be okay, 3 deep breaths, and now you can't think about this anymore.
Yeah.
Right? I'm totally oh yeah, don't be stressed about this. I have to like tell myself shit like that.
Yeah. It is like the weird line of you respect yourself enough to not care, or you respect yourself enough to like, he disrespected. What is disrespect, I guess? He disrespect you by being passive aggressive? Or is it not, does it not matter? If somebody is rude to you and they're disrespectful, is the move to take the high road, or is the move to address the disrespect? And what is disrespect if not the perception of all these other people anyways? So it is hard because we're taught to confront. I mean, on Staten Island, you're taught, like, if you're not a fucking man, you got to fuck. But they go almost overcorrect where every tiny little thing could be seen as disrespect. And it's like, man, you got to let some of this disrespect go.
I know. And but I was raised by a principal.
Yeah.
So I learned the opposite.
Which is nice.
I was taught to sit and listen.
Yes.
Sit and listen.
Yeah. Which is good because I think the opposite is much less healthy.
Bro, if I got in trouble, my dad, we would have conversations.
Yeah.
We would have conversations. And it was truly insane.
That's nice, though.
We would just sit there for an hour, and my dad would talk to me about life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I couldn't, it wasn't like confront back.
Yeah.
Because that in the school, my dad would never raise his voice. If I raised my voice, my dad was like a pro at not raising his voice back.
That's very mature. That's not the house I grew up in.
No,
the house I grew up in was yelling over yelling.
Yeah.
And it was like somebody, and almost like a nerdy little kid who was, I mean, my parents told me how to read when I was 4 years old. I liked school and reading. And then my dad's like, if anyone picks on you, you hit them harder. It's like, you get hit, you hit back harder. They'll never fuck with you again. And it's like, what? Sure. You can't have everything, bro. You can't have the guy who's in the fights and then the nerdy kid who's getting straight A's. I know. Like, this is I'm 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have both.
No.
But anyways, I think that for happiness, there are like small things that, like, it's good to have like little, like how you break down goals. You have a major goal.
Yes.
And you have to, if you want a big thing, you have to break it down into small things.
Okay.
It's providing yourself happiness. But the hard thing is instant gratification happiness makes you less happy in the long run.
You think so?
Yes.
Interesting.
So think of something that's instant gratification happiness.
Let's go with likes on social media. Notifications, text messages.
Makes you, it's you missing out on the real world, right?
Sure.
Your head's in the phone, and then if you don't get it, you get upset. You start putting weight on that, right? I'm even thinking of like food or like drugs or alcohol, right? That's instant gratification, but then you feel bad or you feel consequences around it later if you keep overindulging those things, right? And I think I'm trying to. So when my sister asked me that, what brings you happiness? I'm like, oh, my headset is I'm playing for Sebastian in the future. I want to think.
Okay.
I know that instant gratification happiness isn't gonna cause long-term happiness.
Cool. Yes. Most likely.
Yes, most likely. Like, I know, like, doing shit that's hard and annoying does help to create long-term happiness.
Yes, for the most part. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I've been like
committing, I guess, which goes against a lot of things, but committing can cause happiness. Like showing a sustained commitment over 6 months.
Yes.
Is like, oh, that's cool. You look back and there's like a sense of accomplishment, which does provide happiness.
It's very interesting, right?
Yes.
So, and I've been thinking about happiness. Happiness isn't the moment-to-moment stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's the collection of what you did.
Yeah. I mean, I think being proud of yourself or just feeling content of who you are and what you do is a way to be generally happy most of the time.
I know.
Like loving yourself is probably the thing that can provide the most happiness.
But in order to, do you love someone that's kind to you and takes care of you?
Yes.
You don't love someone that's just uses you or like, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So have the same relationship with yourself.
Yeah. It's nice to separate me from me.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden I'm treating myself like a different person. Once I start treating myself like a different person, then I'm going to be kinder to myself in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's just a good point.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want in a friend just someone who likes all your Instagram posts, drinks with you, and does drugs with you. You need a deeper level.
Those friends disappear.
Yeah.
And then
so that relationship with yourself is important to clock.
Yeah.
So if those things are fun, but like I wouldn't look for that necessarily in another person, so I can't prioritize those things in myself.
Not at all.
Yeah. That is a good point.
Yeah, so I've been like thinking about that because I think most of my life I spent instant.
Yes.
Most of my life it was instant. But I'm starting to do me, myself, and Irene right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to separate myself from me.
No, you do a good job, I think.
Not always,
recently.
man.
Not always, but more recently.
More recently, I try.
Even like comedy, you've been working on this for a long time, and you've always had a long-term, I think, view of that. And it's something that you've sustained growth and getting better. I'm sure for the years when you were like really growing and getting better at comedy, would you say you were happy?
No, but I look back and it brings me happiness.
Yeah.
It like brings me joy and makes me feel good that I did that.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, no, of course.
And I think that there is something to like long-term happiness, day-to-day happiness comes from setting standards for yourself and keeping promises to you.
Yes, definitely. You're committing to the relationship with yourself.
Yes, and sometimes I don't.
Yes.
Sometimes committing to a relationship to yourself is the fucking hard.
Yeah, very difficult.
Yeah, I don't want to be with me. Or I don't want, like...
Yeah, but you have to be.
You have to be with yourself.
It's what it is. You have to figure out a way to love the person.
There's so many people in life that it's like, oh, the same thing could happen to two people. One person could think that's an amazing thing. The other person could think it's horrible, the worst thing ever.
Yes.
It's fucking perspective.
Yes.
It's perspective. So I'm trying to reframe stuff and have perspective that life isn't bad.
Okay.
Life is good. And I think it takes work. I think being delusional is okay.
Being delusional is great and necessary.
Bro, I'm done making fun of delusional people.
No,
because delusional people are delusional until they're not, and then they're correct.
Well, yes, for sure.
Yes.
There's a lot of famous people that, I mean, it's hard to only frame it with fame because I think that's kind of annoying. But It's just like the best example.
It's like the Jim Carrey check where he wrote $1 million check to himself.
Yeah.
And then later he went on a talk show and goes, look, I wrote $1 million check to myself when I was poor.
Yes.
Right? That story's great only because he was delusional.
Yes. Also, he wasn't that delusional. Maybe not.
Maybe not. But
maybe
also,
he's like, I'm funny. Like, also, just do what you want to do. He's like, I could make funny faces. I got a weird energy. I could make $1 million doing this thing.
Yeah.
Like, you could. He wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't.
You could make $1 million doing a lot of different things. Believing in yourself is a huge part. And, like, to the level where you take it serious.
You know what's funny to think about, though?
What?
All the $1 million checks that were written after.
Yeah, always. There's always. And some people are. I love, though, to meet a delusional person because I like to be able to learn from them. Because some people can access such a level of delusion that I'm almost envious. Because I'm like, wow, I think I'm delusional. And then you meet somebody who has way less going on, way less in touch with reality, way less in touch with other people, kind of just like doesn't have a lot of friends. You're just not connecting with most people. They just live in their own delusional planet.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, wow, they are so much more advanced in this delusion world than I am. How can I learn from them? How can I take the positives of what they are able to do and apply them to my own life?
It's beautiful.
It's like somebody who's really good shooting threes. You go, it's like, all right, I maybe got to add some 3-point shooting to my game. I could take some of that. Yeah. I don't need to make it my only thing. Like, they only can shoot threes from one spot on the court.
And, like, here's the thing. Like, nothing matters, so you might as well just enjoy.
Yeah.
Nothing matters.
Well, that's another part, yeah.
Nothing matters.
You're just reframing reality to fit your narrative, which is nice, which is part of what you need to do.
I'm learning from these manifestation people.
Yes.
Like, I get all these things. These manifestation people are preaching something that is good.
Yes. No, for sure. I've seen it work. I know people very personally that their delusions have taken them to high levels. I mean, Kanye West was always like a great example and how he's
not
like
anymore.
Wild. Yeah. But he was just someone who was ridiculously delusional his whole life and reached a level of success that, I mean, he all crashed and burned, obviously.
Totally.
But you watch him when he was young, he's been ridiculously delusional.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most people. And here's the thing. You have until you die to be delusional.
Yeah.
You have. And then if nothing happens, you won't know.
Yeah, who cares?
You won't know.
Yeah. Also, that's a nice world to live in where you are this king or queen.
And you're not upset that they don't know yet. They just don't know yet.
Yeah.
People just don't know how fucking dope you are. People to think like, you don't know how sick my life is. You don't know how awesome I can be.
Yes.
That's a reality I want to live in.
That is a good reality.
Yeah, so
we've tapped into delusion before.
Of course.
Which is good.
Of course. And
you have to.
Well, when I'm thinking about, because on the podcast lately, especially around Valentine's Day, I've been humming and hawing, right?
Yes.
And I want to make sure that I'm like, spring is coming.
Yes. Spring
is coming. Fuck winter is coming. Spring is coming.
Yeah, you'll be back. When you get back, spring will be here.
I can't fucking wait.
I mean, the summer does help with delusion.
It does.
You know why? Because I think walking helps with delusion. Because you can just kind of like let go and just start creating your own reality.
Yeah.
Well, you start walking a nice place, you're moving. It's like, oh, you feel good. The endorphins are pumping. And
here's the thing.
Like, I can do this.
It's hard to have main character energy in a parker.
In a park, yeah. In the winter, in a park, all bundled up.
It's hard to have
when the
main
face
character
is out,
energy when your nose is dripping snot because the wind's chill.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is a little bit.
Yeah.
It's easy to have main character energy. The sun's on you. You got an iced coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God. It doesn't even have to be hot.
Yeah.
It's just you can't be sick from the weather.
Absolutely.
That's it.
The face has got to be showing. Exactly. There's not a lot of main characters where they're all bundled up.
And I think maybe it's good to start making some more shows with cold energy.
Oh, you think so?
I think that there's not enough main character energy in cold scenarios. It's hard to have main character energy in cold scenarios because there's not enough main characters that exist in cold climates.
Interesting.
I'm disappointed Fargo didn't blow up.
Yeah.
We need some more. I want Emily. Fuck Paris. Emily in Alaska. You know what I mean? Okay. We need some main character energy in cold places. It's hard to find main character energy when it's hard in hard scenarios. Yeah. Let's put some of these characters in hard scenarios.
Yes.
So then we could feel it.
Yeah. Like poorly lit, their faces covered. Yes. This is just hard to sell.
Because
even like South Park is like, it's always a bright day and they wear hats, but you see the faces. It's like, you know what I mean?
It's sunny out.
Yeah. Although there is this new movement where a lot of shows apparently are just the lighting is bad, or they'll shoot in good lighting and they'll make the show much darker tone, which I think is like a trend that's happening.
Really?
Yeah. Like the House of Dragon did a whole episode where it was almost dark, like you couldn't see. So they are like, this is happening a little bit. You want more of that.
Yeah, I want more of that.
You want more gloomy type energy shows.
Yeah, because then I could be like, that's me.
That's you.
I want more. That's me.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm that.
Yes.
I'm that. Let's have shows set in horrible weather, horrible climates.
Yeah.
And people feeling good about life.
That is a nice thing.
I want a make-out scene where the two get stuck because icicles formed between their lips. I want to pull away near cracks. Right? That would help with winter.
No, for sure.
If media should help support us and
lift
us up.
Should help us in the winter, and there hasn't been enough new shows coming out. Like, this is where I'm like, it is a nice thing to be in entertainment. It is a nice thing because we do need to laugh and feel emotions when it's shitty outside. The seasonal depression, that's when we lean on TV more.
Yeah,
we're inside. We can't go out. Like, you're not gonna go walk by the water. It's like, all right, I want to turn on some TV. There's nothing to watch.
But here's the thing: you turn on TV to escape your reality.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you want to get more immersed in.
I want it to be like, it's okay. Your reality is great. So then we don't. That's the thing. Then we won't need TV.
Oh, I see.
We won't need.
If you want more just reminders that it's okay to be in this shitty climate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the way the fucking world's going.
Yeah.
Oh, we got.
I mean, that's the other thing. The world's slowly going.
Yeah, sure. Temperatures are going to be, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah,
who knows? Yeah, so I just think I'm like trying to think about the happiness. You know, because good. I'm like spiraling in bad thoughts sometimes. You know what I did the other day?
What?
I was stressed. I forgot why I was stressed. And then I literally sat on the corner of my bed and I go, wait, remember why you're upset again. I couldn't, I sat there trying to remember why I was upset again so I could get upset.
Oh, damn.
That's a low.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm not upset right now. Wait, why was I upset? Get back there.
Yeah.
That is, I'm just looking for the deeps of darkness.
Are you wanting to be upset?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try to not want to be upset, I suppose.
It's like to catch yourself in a thought of like, wait, I forgot why I'm anxious. Why was I?
Yes.
Yeah, life is good. Why wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why was things bad? Take me back to the bad moments.
Yeah.
That's a dark thought.
I know. Music is like manipulative in that way. I feel like.
How so?
Like music, I could get I could listen to a song and decide to get sad, or I could listen to a song and decide to get a little hyped. I can move it 10 to 15%, I think, with a song. And then I could stack another one. You start to go on a walk. It's like this could be a sad walk or a happy walk.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, by the end of the walk, you might be able to get 40% happier or 100% sadder.
It's interesting.
Depending on how, because it can control your mood a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, music is the ultimate manipulator.
It is, which I've been learning.
Yeah.
And I've been choosing sadness, unfortunately, and I have to like get over that.
Yeah.
I got to get back on my Bad Bunny, my like more positive music.
It's good to know. This is why it's good that we have these check-ins.
Yeah, it is good to think about happiness.
Yeah.
It's a word. It's one of the first words we're taught. You go to like preschool. It's like we learn happy, sad, nice, mean, red, blue, and we don't really think about it.
Who's learning mean?
You don't learn mean, nice, mean, I guess.
No.
Maybe not that young.
There was a study that like showing kids the negative side of things actually just makes them want to do it.
So don't even.
Yeah.
Try to stay as positive as possible for as long as possible.
Why introduce negative?
Yeah.
Just stay positive.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Because once you introduce negative, it's part of their world.
Yeah.
Negative will come.
Yes.
Right? So why introduce it? Like if they show like...
This is my dad's philosophy.
What?
The negative will come. Why introduce it?
I mean,
and it was like until 20 years old.
That's great.
Yeah.
But...
we don't have to have any conversations with the kids. We'll just keep showing them Disney movies.
Well, that's not good. That's,
no. I mean, it wasn't that extreme. But.
Sure. But no, it was like if you showed a kid like, oh, this is how you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, right? This isn't how you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, and like a kid making a mess and throwing shit all over the place, right? The kid will be more likely to not wash their hands in the negative way.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like just lessons like that, like just look at the positive.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been thinking about lately.
That is good.
I think it's beautiful that my sister asked me such a real question.
Yeah.
After I answered, she went like this. She goes, "Oh, I thought you were gonna say soda."
People like that are amazing. Their minds must have so much space.
I thought you were gonna say soda.
No, not that your sister's not deep and leveled and has
sure
thought, but like
I
would think the same way as you. But yeah,
she asked me a small question.
Yes,
and I took it as a big question.
Yes,
which is annoying in some ways, but we were also in a 4-hour car ride.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're asking me like a real question.
You take the long route.
Yeah. I took and I went in.
That's nice.
And she, oh, I thought you were gonna say soda. I was like, oh yeah, soda too.
Yeah.
I like a Coke Zero. Coke Zero, the soda for men.
Yeah.
Pepsi Max. As many calories, no calories, maximum testosterone.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they come out with I don't know, Dr. Pepper tests. Yeah. Get your testosterone with no calories. Gatorade balls.
Yeah.
Fill your balls with semen.
Is that the claim?
No.
It's helping you be manly, the max?
That's why they frame it.
Well, they took two different... It's funny because...
Diet Cokes for women, Coke Zeros for men. Diet Pepsi's for women, Pepsi Max is for men.
And they're all
You
the
didn't
same.
know that?
No. We were talking about... It's funny because Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, pretty much same product. One is max, one is zero. They just took opposite. The opposite. One is the most, one is nothing. And it's the same product.
It's the exact same product. It's like, you're zero, I'm everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, good for them. It's funny. It's funny how things are marketed like towards like
I know.
Yeah, people. I keep getting sperm donations.
Yeah, you're in that cycle.
I'm in a sperm. For some reason, it's like, which is a compliment to get a targeted ad that you should donate sperm.
You think so?
It's like you should be producing more.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like you're amazing. You should produce more.
It's also like you're on your last amount of money, and you could just start selling your body, I guess, which is fine.
Which totally
to
fun.
sell your body, but you're just selling. It's like, all right, what else could I make some money on?
Yeah,
I can always jerk off.
I did plasmas.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, come. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the ads I get because it's for the sperm donation place. It's 3 men outside of like the place with their arms around each other smiling. And I like to imagine what scenario is better. That they're smiling because they're about to go jerk off, or they all jerked off in a cup and then they went outside and all just hugged each other.
I have no
I would
idea.
love to go donate sperm with you, and then afterwards we just take a big cheery photo of literally hands on each other, just smiling in front of the joint. What type of advertising is this?
I don't know. That is interesting.
Right?
Maybe it's the 3 prospective dads that can't get their own cum, and they're all just happy.
But
that
it's
sperm.
for...
Oh, it's for you, targeted to you.
It's targeted for the person donating.
And it's like, these are who you're going to be helping.
It's not. It looks.
not that.
It looks like 3 young men,
Okay.
3 different races, all arms around each other, happy that they just came.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean they can't do the reality.
Which is?
Oh God, I can't believe I just came for $60.
Yeah.
Oh God damn it.
I can't believe I just created a potential child for
Yes.
$60. Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
If sperm donation was just like used for research, I think everyone would do it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
What are we talking here? I come for money
Yeah.
and no consequences?
Yeah, no consequences.
Oh, that would be joy.
Yeah.
I would love that so much.
That's what I thought it was at first. I thought there was like a $50 tier and then the $200 tier was to make kids. But it's like, no, to make kids and then the kid could contact you.
I know.
Those are the tiers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
That is a tough situation.
Yeah, I can't.
No.
I would never donate
No.
sperm. Would
you can't do it. Probably not. I just don't think I would be able to do it mentally.
Mentally, yeah, I would be scared.
I would just feel bad if the kid ever like, you know what I mean? Like, I would not be able to separate it.
But here's the thing, I guess
Later
it's
in
helping
life.
someone, but
For sure, but I wouldn't be able to separate it later in life if the kid was like, I want a relationship. I would be like, I have to give a relationship.
Me too. That's the thing.
That's the thing. And I don't want that.
If I donate sperm and I had a kid and they contacted me, I'll be like, great, I'm a dad now.
11-year-old. Exactly.
I didn't even fuck and I'm a dad.
I know. If an 11-year-old is like, the mom is like, yeah, this is your dad, and they can reach out to you.
I have to quit comedy.
How
I have to
do
start
you?
working in the factory.
How do
like
you? Yeah.
General Mills.
You can't say no.
I can't.
That's why I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, same. So no sperm coming for these
Yeah.
boys. I'm happy I thought about that this weekend.
That is good.
And I did get joy from being in that way. And I think it's good to spread joy.
It is very good to spread
Like,
joy.
I'm all about that. I think I spread it and make sure that you're part of the spread. You know what I'm saying, babe?
Absolutely.
Babes, you know what I'm saying, babes? You got to make sure you're part of the spread.
I do think more and more there is such a beautiful thing about spreading happiness. It's hard to find happiness right now. So as you go, you watch something that makes you laugh for 30 seconds. You listen to a song that feels nice for a little bit. Like, that's kind of what a lot of us are clinging on.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I have a new move to make someone feel nice.
Okay, what's the new move?
You seem.
You seem.
And then say what they seem like. Don't ask questions. I'm done asking people questions.
You're done asking people questions.
I'm in the era of making assumptions. Only positive, though.
Well, of course, that's what I was going to say. First of all, only positive.
Because here's the thing. If you do a you seem and you get it correct, they're going to go, but why'd you say that? Right?
Well, they're always going to follow it up.
They always.
You can't do negative and you can't do stereotypes.
No, not at all.
No matter if it could be. It could be.
You seem like you like food. You seem like you're from New York.
Yeah, you can't.
You seem like you sometimes have a dirty ass. Don't do you seems at me.
Yeah,
I am.
Well, those are the. Yeah, I mean, those are just. That's not even a you seem. You are. That's who you are.
Yeah.
You are from New York. Very blatantly are from New York.
I don't have a dirty ass.
Yeah.
I never smell.
No.
Do I ever smell?
No.
Have you ever caught me with the kick?
I mean,
maybe at the
like
gym.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But not
like we're trying to go out or
never, right?
It's a non-smelly time.
Yeah,
you're not smelling in a non-smelly time.
I'm never smelling at a non-smelly time.
Correct, I would say so.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. To be stinky is the worst.
I was at my friend's house yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I felt smelly, and I was like, "Can I take a shower?" And she let me take a shower at her place, and I felt so much better about myself.
You did?
I was like, because there's like 7 or 8 of us, and I was like, my feet smell. and I could not enjoy myself. I was like, can I get a pair of socks? And I was like, actually, can I just take a shower and also put the same exact clothes on,
Sure.
new socks. I felt amazing. I didn't smell anymore, and it was amazing.
You should get a heads up that you're going to go to someone's house and have to take your shoes off.
Oh, I mean, I always have to take my shoes off in my house, so
But people are kind of bombarded by that. It's like you're wearing like socks with holes in it. Your feet stink, right? You're wearing your smelly shoes that day.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to get a heads up. Be like, hey, you're coming over. Just so you know, we take our shoes off.
Okay.
So come sock prepared.
That is a good
Come sock
idea.
prepared.
Yes.
Don't wear because you show up someplace and you're wearing like boat shoes.
Especially a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to come sock prepared.
Yes.
I would say parties in the socks are fun.
Oh, yeah. Very fun.
Parties in socks, everyone's a little more comfortable.
Yes.
Everyone's a little more like, the guards are down a little bit because no one's got a steel toe.
No, it is fun. You can slide on the floor.
It
makes it easier to dance.
I'll say this. I'm not a hand holder, but I'm a foot toucher. If we rub feet, footsie explodes butterflies in my body.
Really?
Footsie, oh god, the era of playing footsie in high school was one of the best things of my life. I felt such joy. Me and this girl once played footsie while watching The Emperor's New Groove, and I don't remember that movie, but it's on my favorites.
Okay. Wait, you're at socks or shoes?
Socks.
Just socks.
Socks.
Footseeing.
Socks.
You might have a little bit of a foot thing.
I don't. No, I'm not. I think it's just
foot to foot.
Foot to foot, because it's very like we're doing this and no one else knows and we're here doing it together. There's something like a little bit like alluring about like the fact that like we're in public rubbing feet a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's secret PDA.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna do this much. Then we'll see if it's like, am I gonna get anything back? All right, yeah, that is nice,
bro.
But then you don't move to the hands at all.
I mean, I'm thinking about like high school and classes.
Yeah,
where we
yeah.
sit across tables.
Classes. Okay.
You play a little footsie with the girl.
Oh, that is yeah. Under the table.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's horny.
Butterflies.
Yeah.
I feel joy and butterflies thinking about footsie. Oh god.
I like it. Some people hate it.
I haven't played footsie in forever. I want to play footsie.
You play footsies with someone.
I used to literally, but footsies is weird because it starts to hit a level where it's just like okay, we should just stop rubbing each other's feet.
Yeah, it's only if there's a lot of people and you need to be discreet that it gets, and you have to continue to find ways to heighten it.
I know. Once in high school, I remember I was playing footsie with a girl, and it got to the point that she was just had her shoe off, rubbing my penis under the table with her foot.
I mean, yeah, that's
the
height.
The teacher saw. Also, this girl
that's about as high as it gets.
The girl was mad short, so she was basically horizontal in a chair like this, lying back, like doing work.
Yeah.
Doing work, bro. And the teacher saw.
And you're not gonna stop it.
And the teacher didn't even know what to say. She just goes. She went, no.
Really?
Just a total like.
And what did you say?
I didn't even realize.
Never realized.
Oh no!
I can't control this part of my body. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Footsie was so. Footsie was. I mean, as you know, during my junior high graduation, a girl played with my penis with her flute.
No, I did not know this.
You didn't know this?
No.
Oh God, it was one of the hottest things that's ever happened to me.
How is this even possible?
We played like for Pomp and Circumstance, you know,
okay.
the walking song. So the band played Pomp and Circumstance. So we sat on the side as all the people made the speeches.
Okay.
I was in the saxophone section. It was very tight. The flute section was catty corner to us. She was the worst flautist. I was the best saxophone player. We're already flirting, right?
Okay.
And she was taking her flutes, the end of the flute, and rubbing. I was wearing like dress pants too. Feel everything in those.
Okay. Not khakis, dress pants.
No, yeah, dress. It was like silk. Like, yeah. It was like very like not even that much material.
Yeah.
Kind of cold dress pants.
Definitely.
And she takes her flute and starts rubbing it on my penis.
The shaft of the flute is on the shaft of your penis, or the tip of your it's shaft to shaft.
It's the bottom of the flute, not the mouth hole. The other end.
The other end of the flute
is
just massaging yours.
She's like, yeah.
Interesting.
It blew. I wanted to graduate junior high every day.
Wow.
It was truly incredible.
Did you have to get a moment before you stood back up?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You needed to wait. Did you receive your middle school graduation diploma with a heart on?
Bro, I was rock hard. I literally went up for the diploma, and there's photos of me shaking my principal's hand with a little chub and a half, okay? Who's that chubby boy with a chub and a half who graduated junior high? Wow, they grow up so fast. Right, just walking across the stage, leading with my penis. Ready for high school. They go, that boy is ready for high school right there. I'll tell you that. This kid knows what he's doing, and he's ready for high school.
He's horny for high school, baby.
they go, wow, this kid really loves school. Yeah. This kid, I think they changed the valedictorian to me on the spot. They go, this kid's got a boner for school? I literally had a boner for school. I walked across the stage in my dress pants with a piscadillo sticking out like a fucking trombone, right? I went, whoa, I slid all the way out that shit. And I walked across that stage, and I shook my principal's hand, looked him in the eye with a fucking heart on. And the girl who was the flute player was never more proud. Oh, I wish I could graduate.
There's
junior high
little
every
things
day.
about those instances or school that are so horny. Because you have to see each other every day. You have to be there, and you have to. There's so many rules. There's so many things you can't do.
That was the last time that we saw each other.
That's so horny.
That was the last time.
Yeah.
The last time I saw this woman, she played with my cock with her flute.
Yeah. And sent you off to high school.
I mean, if I don't know a more beautiful love story than that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the beauty of that.
You would find yourself in these situations where you would never think you would be so attracted to something, and you'll become the horniest that you've ever been.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
That's just how school was at a certain point. I mean, also you got a lot of hormones, I guess.
Oh, God. Junior high in Staten Island might be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, it was incredible.
Junior high. See, middle school for me, my dad grew up Staten Island, it's junior high. He always made it sound junior high sounds cooler.
Yeah, junior high it is.
When he talks about it, there is this like nostalgia that I don't get from middle school.
Yeah, it is interesting. People, I think that's a New York thing.
Junior high. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. It's not middle school.
No, I went to middle school.
Middle school feels like you're just stuck somewhere. Junior high feels like you're getting ready to be a high school student.
That's exactly correct, yes.
And it was awesome. And I was getting ready across the board.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I got in a fight. I made out with people.
You got hard, yeah.
I got hard. I learned.
Yes.
Oh. Bernstein Junior High.
Bernstein Junior High. That's what it was called?
IS7.
That's nice.
It was incredible, man.
Sayreville Middle School.
Shout out.
Shout out one time. Anyways, you've been using USEAM.
I've been using USEAM.
I do think, like, these stereotypes, like a girl could be like, I live in Murray Hill. I'm 25 years old. I work in PR. A lot of my girlfriends from college also live in the city. I don't think you could be like, you seem like you were in a sorority.
No.
Why do you say that? Because if they're not, then it's like, oh, you have to defend. You have to do USEAMs very positive.
Yes.
Very like trait driven, and then you have to be able to support it with something they just said that is not relative to physical, their looks, yes, exactly.
It's the energy.
Exactly. You have to do energy.
If you have the word energy,
energy is always the justification for the USEAMs.
Energy's the answer to everything.
Yes.
Energy's the answer to science, and energy is the answer to flirting.
Yes. It's like you seem very organized, or you seem like you can take control of a situation. Oh, that's just the energy that I'm getting from when you say this and that.
Literally, if you say that, even if they aren't, you go, oh, that's interesting.
It has to be a compliment, even if they aren't.
Yes.
And you have to have a good justification. That's a further compliment.
This is not a rookie thing to say.
No. USEAM is a very tight line because you can get yourself into some trouble if you don't play it correctly. But I think I do. Yeah, I think I know how to use it well. And you definitely do too.
I love a USEAM.
It's good. You could be very powerful.
Because then I make it. You learn about me as much as I learn about you in those
Yes.
moments. It's nice. It also shows that you're paying attention to the person.
Yeah.
No, people love to be seen.
Yes, absolutely.
People's favorite thing in life is for someone to see them.
Yes.
To notice them, to notice the small things about them. I don't have a good memory, but I can be present in the moment.
Absolutely.
So that's what I could provide.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
So you're throwing around some USEAMs.
I did to the deli guy.
That's nice.
I go, you seem like you're having a good day today. He goes, yeah, I'm going away tomorrow.
Wow. They'll love you they'll be like, wow, he really does pay attention to me.
Yes.
That is very nice.
To pay attention to.
And then when you nail it, it feels good too.
And for everyone.
It feels just as good for you to be like, oh, wow, I was right.
And also to tell someone that they seem something, even if they aren't, like you seem like you're happy today, they'll trick themselves. They go, maybe I am happy today.
Yes.
Maybe I am. I'm Mr. Compliment right now.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm Mr. Compliment. I'm gonna put sticky notes on my mirror when people come over and goes, "You are awesome." Not Sebastian, the other person reading this, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, I think that is a smart thing. And also it makes people feel nice.
I have an affirmation in my kitchen. You know that.
Yes.
I have an affirmation in my kitchen that someone wrote for me.
Okay.
That's beautiful. I need to start writing affirmations for myself.
Yeah, you should.
Can you say an affirmation before we get out of here, Robbie?
An affirmation.
About yourself.
I am thoughtful.
That's beautiful, Robbie. You are thoughtful.
That's my affirmation.
All right.
What about you?
I'm not fucking doing that
You
stupid
could do
shit.
an affirmation. What's an affirmation?
I would never do an affirmation. Hey, excuse me?
Yes. What's an affirmation?
What's an affirmation? I am reaching my full potential.
You're reaching your full potential. I like that.
Yeah.
I think you are.
And there we go.
All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just so everyone knows, I will be away for a couple of weeks.
Yes, this is our last recording for almost 3 weeks.
This is our last recording, so please, when I'm gone, make sure that Robbie Boy is doing a beautiful, beautiful job being a proud New Yorker without his big Uncle Seabass Provolone in the town, right?
Yeah.
Make sure he's taking care of himself. And please share those clips. I need to come back to good news. I need to.
Yes.
I need to share those clips,
would
share
love
the podcast.
for you to come back to great news.
Amazing. I would love that so much. Please buy those beanies. If you really want a beanie, that's a great way to support the podcast. We will be sending that out. Yes, please share the podcast with a friend. And I will see you all on the other side of the bloody England.
Yes. Also, we'll have a show March 17th when you get back, the Friday after you get back. So if you want to buy tickets, New York is Phenomenal, March 17th. Also, for the rest of the week, you can buy the show for the stream for the show we just did this past Friday, 2/24. That is available. The same place you can get tickets to the March show, which is on our Instagram.
All right, Robbie. Hit the music.